I own an Algo Laser Alpha. It was one of those things I didn't know I needed or wanted or had to have or whatever, but it works essentially for what I do, and it does speed up the process. And you know what? It's consistent, and that's why I continue to use it. It does break every now and then because it is cable fed, and cables are In the essence of time, I already uploaded the SVG onto Lightburn. We are using Lightburn today because that is all I really know how to use with this laser. They are 3.5 inches, give or take, minus the chamfer. So 3.5, I want that logo smack dab in the center, and I am counting this all as time. So time is already ticking. I did match my logo to the same size as my branding iron. My branding iron being 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. So the logo design is the same. The logo is going to go right in the center. I'm actually going to group this now. So it's grouped, and then I'm going to align it with the paddle, or the paddle space. And you go up to arrange, align the center. Okay, we are good. Now I'm gonna copy and paste. I'm gonna group that, and I'm gonna put them side by side because they're gonna be side by side. And then I'm gonna take 2 more. If you're not really used to Lightburn, you won't know the nuances and the quick tricks to get through it, but I kind of made that pretty fast, pretty self-explanatory too. Okay, so I now have 4 logos. It's all set. That took me about 5 minutes, but I do have an idea how to run the system. But I do like branding my work because sometimes, if you were a newbie, just sometimes you get referrals from your brands, or people follow you on Instagram and you get more business. However you right here watching choose to brand yourself or introduce yourself or let yourself be known to the world is how you will be received. Remember that. Okay, the laser just realigned to itself. I'm just gonna click over here now. All right, I'm back. So I just did a little troubleshooting off the screen because it doesn't make sense for me to do it on screen. The time is in the top right of the screen. I only added about 2 or 3 more minutes of just troubleshooting, but I just basically changed the Lightburn software to not go cross to cross. It's gonna do each logo individually, so it's actually faster and it's not wasting time moving from left to right, left to right. So now we have estimated time in 9 minutes and 19 seconds for 4 boards. You know, that's pretty doable. So without further ado, begin. All right, 9 minutes later, I have 4 boards fully engraved, and the consistency is pretty spot on. What I love is that they're all the same. Don't have to go crazy and say one's better than the other. Obviously, they could have been aligned a little bit better, but if you have a camera for your laser, good on you. You don't have to do it manually. For me, I'm just kind of throwing it on there. I'm gonna do the last one, and then we're gonna get over to the regular, standard, or traditional branding iron. There is not much to the branding iron. Obviously, it's not a fancy laser like I have over there, like we just watched, but it is a brass block ranging from 1.5 inches to 1.5 inches. I bought this years ago when I first started my little side hustle business YouTube adventure during COVID, like everybody else, where they all had a hobby and we all got involved. But I bought this from Gearhart Industries. I think it ran me like $90 at the time. I think you can get another one nowadays maybe for $100. It just depends on the size, depends on how much detail, how much effort that they have to pursue or put into your product. So obviously it's my logo, again, that we've already seen. This is just a standard propane torch. This is the igniter, and this is a little trick that I've used over the years when I am freezing in my garage and I don't want to hold the propane torch up to it. So one thing we're going to do before we actually engrave or brand our work is grab a test blank, and we're going to see and tell when the branding iron is actually good to go, and we're actually going to continue and use the brand. So I'm just going to make myself some room, and we're going to turn on or ignite the device. Back in the day when I was very cold, and we're going to begin the process. Now this heat up process can range from a couple minutes to tens of minutes to a while. It just depends. We are on a nice, hot, warm, cool fall, summer day, whatever season it is right now. And this should take right around 5 minutes.
5 minutes later.
All right, now that we are finally getting to that good temperature of basically branding, I am going to take it off, or I'm going to take the heat off. I'm going to do just a little bit more on the actual letters. I notice if you have fine, intricate details, such as like a name or letters up in your logo, sometimes they just need a little bit more love and a little bit more heat.
A few moments later.
Obviously, get out of the way, and we're just going to apply normal pressure and see how our brand looks. That is pretty good. I'm actually going to do this. So as that heats up, get the boards ready. Choose where to put them. I lost 5 boards with the branding iron, paint torch, right in front of you. Going back to the 3 things I pointed out in the beginning of this video is efficiency. The laser was definitely longer, but it falls into the second option. We're looking maybe around 30 minutes with 10 minutes of prep, 10 minutes of light burn software time, and then 10 minutes of just getting the things completed. 4 at a time, let me talk about. My laser area is not very large, so I can only do 4 at a time. Efficiency, I would say the branding iron takes the cake on that. Going over to quality. Quality definitely has to go to the laser. It's consistent every time, it looks phenomenal, and the engraving itself is actually deep enough where it won't come out, because these do get hand washed every time they get used, because it is a restaurant setting. But if you go over to the branding iron, I have had in the past where sometimes it fades over time, but it usually hangs on and is very consistent, just for a brand, just to prove that I did that. I did that. I did it. And thirdly, my third category was overall experience. Y'all, I love having a laser, and I love it so much that I plan on upgrading and getting another one in the future. So that says a lot about which one I prefer. The branding iron, yeah, if you're in a rush, like let's say 20 of these paddles that I have to do in a couple days, the branding iron is the way to go. But my victor today is the laser, and I will continue to support that decision unless proven otherwise. So if you liked today's video and you enjoyed my content and my idea scientific experiments of a branding iron versus a laser, let me know down in the comments that you liked it, and let me know which option you would choose, whether you prefer the branding iron or you actually choose the laser. Again, you can get started with the laser. You just got to learn the software and learn which tool is best for you. It is not a one-fit pony. You can get a $100 laser and get to the races. Otherwise, like the video, hit it with the branding iron. Oh, it's still hot. Shit. Let me know down in the comments which one you prefer, and I'll see you in the next video. If you also like my content, check out this video right up here. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Meow. Be prepared. And I know you in the comments are gonna be like, you don't know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing.